Well, you are. Now I want to get back to the Tonight Show because, I always, people don't understand how big it was. Like, I know we're both friends. I'm very good friends with Jeff Martyr, and you know Jeff. And Jeff got the couch when he was only 21. And he was so funny and he was so brilliant, and he just
He's
stopped doing it.
brilliant.
And I'll sit there sometimes and I'll text him and I'll go, "Is this funny?" And he'll go, "Yeah." And then he'll go, "Or switch this." And me and Jeff have this thing where we text each other just really bizarre memes, like out of nowhere, and it always makes me laugh because we never talk on the phone. We text, like even like with Scheidner after the storms. I text Rick because I worry about them. They were my mentors. Rich and Jeff were my mentors, and so Jeff, and Scheidner, they all did the Tonight Show, and it was so big. What was it like when you did it? Because you said, what year was it?
1991.
Okay, and so that's like when it's still getting a shitload of viewers.
It was a year before he stopped, I think, doing it. Wait, was it 90 or 91? It was May 10th, 1991, and it was surreal. I mean, I still get nervous thinking about it. I'll see pictures of me on the show, and I get nervous about it because it was like I had grown up watching the show. I remember watching a comedian on the show when I was a little girl. Again, it was Phyllis Diller. And I was so nervous for her, Steve, until she got her first laugh. It was like I was living it. And yeah. So being on the show. Oh, and the other thing is I had this uncle who was very, like, he was a doctor and very well read, and I just always felt like he didn't think much of me until I was on Johnny Carson, and then he was like telling everybody about it, and it just felt good. It felt good.
So what's it like when you get there? Like is the nerves? I mean, did you probably had to work your set all week? Were you working your set, and and did they tell you what
I probably only had 5 minutes. I probably only had 5 minutes at that point. No, I'd been doing comedy for 6 years, and I think they went over my jokes. And I had 2 friends with me. Ron Lynch came with me, and my friend Amir Golan, and they were just my rocks. And I remember after the show, so Johnny will give you the okay sign or call you over to the couch. Well, he gave me the okay sign, but it wasn't captured on camera. But I saw it. So I was very disappointed, and he heard that I was disappointed. So I'm not making this up. I feel like I'm making up some of my life right now. But he and Ed McMahon came to my dressing room and said, and Johnny said, "You were very funny. You'll have to come back." It didn't happen, but I just remember feeling like I was in the next room. Like I astral projected myself out of it was like a hologram of Johnny Carson. And my friends Ron and Amir said, "Oh yeah, that just happened." So it was very cool.
Amazing.
And I remember being on a plane going home because I had a day job. So it was like a Friday, I think, and I had to go home and then work on Monday. And I remember thinking to myself, I could die in this plane now and be okay. And I'm glad I didn't, because I realized like there are other things important in life than being on the Tonight Show. But at that time, it was like the crown jewel.
Coop's Comedy Corner.